Why am I still buying VHS tapes? I have Blu-rays, I have 4Ks, I have DVDs. Those are all millions of times better in quality and all of that than the simple VHS tape. The reason why VHS was so successful, you can debate it all you want, why they beat Betamax and all of that, was because it was cheap and it was, you know, fine for everyone to use. VHSs nowadays are sort of a collector's item. They're sort of something that people want to collect. They want to get back to that sort of old feeling that you had as a kid, or going through Blockbuster, picking up a tape and looking at the back of it and doing all of that. I recently went out and got 4 VHS tapes from a store here in Southern California, and I kind of had to ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I buying this stuff? So before I get into that, let's start off with a little story here. I have a story about a VHS tape of mine that some of you might know out there. The tape isn't in the box, but this is one of the first movies that I ever owned. This is one of my first pieces of physical media. This is a VHS box for Star Wars: A New Hope. This is, I believe, from 1997, I think I want to say. Let's take a look here. 1985, actually. Wow, okay, before that. This VHS tape, the original one that I had as a kid, that I watched, that I ran through, made my parents rewind and ran through again, is in my VHS box set that I got at Star Wars Celebration a couple of years ago. I did do a video on that, so you can check it out. It's a really cool video about the special edition of Star Wars with sealed copies in it. But this is one of my first pieces of physical media. You can see the box is very well worn, very used, because this tape was used. And just to get back to that sort of feeling of physical media, of where I've started in physical media, that's why I'm collecting VHS once again. It's not because I can make money on VHS tapes or whatever. You can see people posting on eBay ridiculous amounts of money for certain VHS tapes. I went on eBay, I bought this copy of Halloween 4, and I paid 15 bucks for it, because I love Halloween 4, and that felt like it was worth it to me. I want to get all the Halloween movies on VHS. This is a collector's edition of Halloween 4. Yes, folks, they did do collector's editions back in the 90s. And this is from 1998. It's from Anchor Bay. And I'll let you take a look at the tape as well. There's nothing special inside. It's just literally a clamshell with the VHS. No special features to be heard of. Just the movie. And this special edition, this collector's edition, so I saw somebody trying to sell this for like $100 online. That is ridiculous. It goes for about, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. So I didn't get ripped off. And I bought that copy of Halloween 4 because I love Halloween 4. And it's just another cool way to be able to watch this movie the way someone else first watched it when they were starting off, when they popped in Halloween. Can you imagine watching Halloween 4 in 1998, around the same time H20 came out? All of that. This is awesome. That is why I bought it. I love Halloween 4, and it came with a cool collector's case clamshell. It's not one of those plastic or one of those cardboard boxes. I also went out and I bought, if you're wondering, I bought Lethal Weapon, the first one. This one was $7. Didn't have to look that one up online. I bought Big Trouble in Little China. This is from the Fox Video Selections line, and I love Big Trouble in Little China. This was $10 as well. And because they had buy 3, get 1 free, I did get a copy of Die Hard with a Vengeance in the special widescreen edition. You'll have to worry about that with VHS. Here's the tape and everything. And these tapes are in pretty nice condition. But yeah, it came with this nice clamshell, and I got this one for free. So why am I buying VHS tapes? Because I have a VHS player. I'm going to turn the camera over here so you can see my VHS player on top of my TV there. But there we go. I have a VHS player right here. It's a DVD VCR or VHS player combination. Gotta love the DVD VCR combo. I've got my JVC TV that I found by the side of the road, and this is what I play my retro games on. I have them plugged into this TV. My GameCube is plugged into this one as well right now. But this is a fantastic TV. you can go big with whatever you want with your tube TV, with your CRTs, but really, you don't need anything super special. You just need something to plug the VHS player into it. And that's really what it is. I have another TV over here that is a Vizio. It's an HD TV, but it does have AV input. So if I'm ever playing a game on my 4K TV, I can plug the VHS player in and I can have a movie on in the background as well while I'm playing video games. But these are a relic of another time. This is just a way to go back in time to capture that sort of nostalgic feeling that you used to have as a kid. That's why I'm collecting VHS, and because it's a cool sort of novelty, sort of whatever, to watch it on this CRT TV in its original format without any sort of weird HD TV artifacting and stuff like that. You get it on the original aspect ratio, the original everything, basically. And that is awesome. It's basically like playing retro games. Why do people collect retro video games? Well, because they're worth a bunch of money, one. Two, because you want to recapture those days of your youth. You want to recapture that feeling of popping in a cartridge once again. Well, guess what feels just as good as popping in a cartridge to your Nintendo 64? Well, popping in a VHS to your VCR. That's what we're talking about here. That is what I'm trying to get at here, and why I'm collecting VHS tapes once again. I just bought a while ago every original Nightmare on Elm Street movie, 1 to A New Nightmare. I didn't get it with the box because I'm a dumbass. I'm gonna say dumbass. I'm a dumbass because I didn't buy it with the box. I thought the eBay listing came with a box, but that's the reason why, is because you get this whole new opening to collect for, to get these cool editions, these old movies. This store, I don't own Lord of Illusions from Scream Factory because it's ridiculously expensive. I was considering buying it on VHS just so I can watch the movie without downloading it or watching it on YouTube or whatever. And that's really cool. And there's tons of movies that you can't really, some of them you can't get on DVD, Blu-ray, stuff from the shot on video era that are still being ported over. Why we have great companies like Vinegar Syndrome doing excellent work on that front. But collecting VHS at the end of the day, it's just like collecting old vinyl. It's just like collecting whatever old stuff. You are collecting it to capture a different age. We are in the digital age. We are in the streaming age, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the analog age. This is an analog tape. This is a tape. You have to pop it into your VHS. You have to rewind it. You have to rewind the tape if you want to watch the movie again. That, at its heart, is something that is just miraculous and stunning and awesome. And it just makes me kind of feel all warm and fuzzy inside, going back to that and sitting and just not being connected to the internet and not having to worry about, oh, well, it start buffering or whatever like that. That is why I'm not going super hardcore into collecting VHS tapes. I'm not going to fill up an entire bookcase like this with VHS, but the movies that I love, I will get on VHS eventually. I'm looking for the Halloween movies, horror movies, popping in an old horror tape and seeing the fuzzies all over it. That's what I'm after. That is what I'm chasing. And if I can capture that glory, even for the hour and a half to 2 hours that I'm watching that movie, that is worth it. And that is what's awesome about collecting VHS and why I am going back to VHS. Are you going back to VHS? Let me know in the comments what you think, because I want to know. I love my audience. I love you guys out there watching. And if you want to know more about my collection, check out this video right here. You'll really love it. So check it out.